Okay, who is ready for some whole house cleaning? You are joining me for Days of Cleaning Motivation, where every day I'm going to be doing a little bit to get my entire house clean. I'm going to be deep cleaning, deep washing my microfiber cloths, showing you how I do all of that, tackling and decluttering a closet, showing you a lot of real life gross messes, an air fryer recipe, a home building update. Yes, I'm taking you over to our new house, and then also a PayPal cash giveaway. So let's get ready and let's do this together. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, friends. Thank you for being here. I hope you're ready because we have a lot we're going to be tackling in today's video. I'm Jamie, and I'm so grateful to have you a part of this community. This is the best community on YouTube. It's what I believe, and I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you who take time out of your day to spend it with me. So thank you. I'll try to link as many cleaning products as I can in the description, but this was the Healthier Home Spray Wall Cleaner I got from Amazon. And I had just noticed that there were some greasy little fingerprints around the stairs because, when they go downstairs, they grab the wall. So I was just quickly wiping that down and then vacuuming the hallway. But if you are just stumbling upon this video, I'm Jamie. I'm a wife and a mom to 3 little girls. I'm a twin mom, a girl mom. Cleaning is a passion of mine. I like a very decluttered house. I don't like when my house is messy. It makes me anxious. And I just want to try to make cleaning more fun and easier for you. I've struggled with infertility. That's a big part of my journey and my story. I had to go through IVF to get pregnant with the twins because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. So infertility, bringing awareness to that and PCOS is really important to me. Healthy eating and exercise is also a big part of my life due to that PCOS. So it's the one thing that I make time for myself. I currently am a stay-at-home mom, also a mom who runs a YouTube channel, and I spend all of my, most of my free time working on my YouTube channel. But I went to school to be a teacher. I got my bachelor's and master's in education, but that dream of being a classroom teacher never happened. That door was slammed in my face so many times. I had a couple of different interviews. I never got hired, and it was really defeating. So I ended up working in the for a nonprofit organization for over 10 years because I never got a teaching job. And then in 2020, I was able to step away and focus. I was able to step away from that job and focus on my kids. A lot of things for us changed financially because of my husband's job, so I was able to step away and just really focus on my kids. Teaching is a passion of mine, and I'm leaving that door open. One day, I may go back. Teaching is it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I'm grateful that I get to teach you guys about cleaning each and every week, but you never know. Anyways, just wanted to share a little bit about myself, but thank you guys for being here, and please introduce yourself if you're new. Even if you're not new, say hi, introduce yourself. You guys are amazing. So like I said in my intro, there will be a $100 PayPal cash giveaway in this video. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, turn on the bell notifications on, and answer a question that I'm going to ask you later on in this video. I'll give you guys a hint. It's in the latter half of the video. But I'm also going to be taking you guys to our new house. We're currently building a house. A lot of you have been wanting updates, so we're going over there, my husband and I, with the builder, and I was like, all right, I'll take the camera, give you guys a little bit of an update. We're doing the electrical walkthrough. I honestly don't even really know what that means, but we're going to be going over there this afternoon. So I'm filming this. I have no idea what I'm going to walk into or what I'm going to be able to show you guys. So stay tuned for that. But I've been loving these peanut butter cup, chocolate peanut butter cup Premier protein shakes. I've been drinking one almost every morning. I also saw this cake batter delight that I'm going to try. And then you guys, if you guys have been around for a while, I use Loving Tan self tanner every single week throughout the summer, and they came out with this new shade. It's a platinum shade. It's their darkest shade. So I bought it at Ulta, and I will give you guys an update and let you know what I'm thinking about it when I start using it. So it was so exciting to finally declutter the hall closet for summer. So we finally got rid of snow boots, big heavy winter coats, hats, gloves, and we're just keeping around like a few sandals and then shoes to play outside with. It just freed up so much space, like for 3 kids to have hats and gloves and different like snow boots, rain boots, like nice boots for school, and so just a lot in there that we were able to get out of here. But I was going to clean my rugs. I have not cleaned them in a while, and I use my lightweight carpet cleaner. I have 2. This one is lightweight. It has a smaller tank. It takes up less space. I personally, like if I'm doing my carpet, if you have a lot of carpet, I prefer the Bissell Pro Heat Pro Pet carpet cleaner. It's bigger. I think it does a little bit of a better job, but that one is a lot more expensive than this Hoover Power Dash Pet. So if you don't really have carpet and you're just looking to clean rugs, you have a smaller budget, a smaller space, this one is awesome. So I've never really cleaned my carpet cleaner like this, but I saw Joanna Thornton on YouTube do this. So she just filled the bottom of her tub with a little bit of water. You're not submerging the whole thing in there, but just a little bit. And you just kind of I just kind of shook around the carpet cleaner to loosen up all of that debris, because I showed you guys there was like grass and dirt. And with this carpet cleaner is a lot harder to clean than the Bissell. The Bissell carpet cleaner that I have, it all comes apart. Like literally everything comes out. A few of these pieces come apart, but not the entire thing, and it just gets so gross in there. And you guys saw the water, like it really did loosen up all of that debris. And yeah, it was a pretty good way to clean it. So Mike was getting them all ready for bed. I was finishing up cleaning the bathroom in the basement that clearly does not get cleaned very often. Hey, I'm one person or we're two people trying to run a household with 3 kids. Sometimes you just got to let things go. And we don't really use this bathroom a ton anyway. So I guess this is my real life moment. A little embarrassing, but it is what it is. But I'm really excited that we get to go over to the new house today and kind of like really see what it looks like. Honestly, this is the first time that we've been over there in a while, and it's starting to become a little bit more real for us. We've already picked out all of the finishes and things like that. And I'm trying not to get my hopes up or too excited. Guys, this process is a very long process. I don't know how it is where you live, but right now, I mean, the houses are taking a year or a year and a half to build. It is what it is. There's supply chain issues and there's just a lot of delays. And I mean, we're anxious and excited, but we're also we're pretty content with our current home. The biggest issue is now in the summer. It's hard to be outside in our backyard and because we don't have a lot of privacy. So I feel like that's the only thing that really bugs me. But other than that, we're really content. So I'm excited, but we're it'll happen. We have a whole lifetime in that house. But I'm excited to take you guys over there. So I will have this carpet rake linked in the description, and then this hand vac is my Tinco Power Hero 11 cordless vacuum that comes apart so I can use it as a hand vac. But when I'm done here, I'm going to show you guys what I made for the kids for dinner. Mike and I were having, and I kind of forget what we were having, but we're having something that the kids I knew did not like. So for almost, I would say 95% of the time, they eat what we eat. But occasionally Mike and I want something separate, or I think what it was is I was craving a salad. Mike wanted a burger. So we just kind of made our own thing. And these are air fryer pizza rolls. You could just take, I use crescent rolls, but you could do refrigerated pizza crust, put some pepperoni, some string cheese on there, some Italian seasoning, and then I sprinkled some garlic, salt, and some butter on the top. I put them in for 370 for 5 minutes, and I think that was a little bit too high. So next time I'll probably pull it down to 360 or even 350 and just keep checking it. But these went so quickly, and I think these would be a great summer snack to have on hand. I know we personally have a lot of neighborhood kids in and out in the summer, so another great thing to keep in stock in your fridge. So I wanted to show you how I give my microfiber cleaning cloths a good deep clean. Typically, I store them in the laundry sink as I'm cleaning for the week or in a mop bucket, and then I just wash them in cold water with just some regular Tide powder laundry detergent. But I'd say once a month, every other month, I like to deep clean them. What I do is I soak them in hot water and detergent OxyClean sanitizer, and borax. So I don't really measure out the dimensions of all of those, but because I had so many, I put some in my mop bucket, some in the laundry sink, poured all 3 of those in there and just let it soak as long as I could, and then I would just wash them like normal. So I first rinse them to make sure I get any like debris or anything off of the cloth, and then I soak them. This is my Rubbermaid Power Scrubber. It's battery powered and it just helps me get into all of those cracks and hard to reach areas in the sink or literally any other place in your home. I hope you guys are having a good, relaxing weekend so far. It's a holiday weekend for us here in the United States, Memorial Day weekend. We have a couple of things going on, but honestly, nothing too crazy. And I don't know if this is going to make any sense to you guys, but I'm a person, like I'm a homebody. But when I'm home, like I like to be home. I don't like to be overscheduled or have a lot of stuff to do. I like to be home. But then at the same time, when I'm home, I have a hard time like relaxing. So like last weekend, we had nothing going on. We didn't have anywhere to be, nothing to do, no activities. We didn't go anywhere. No one came over. And I loved it. But like I didn't do a lot of relaxing because I'm always like trying to find something to do. I think that's my personality. So I like to be home and not scheduled so I can kind of do what I need to get done during the weekend at a leisurely pace, if that makes sense. All right, it's now time for the giveaway question. And I just want to make this clear. If you enter the giveaway and you really want to win, and I'm assuming if you're entering, you'd probably really want to win, please make sure you put a reminder in your phone or write it down in your calendar to come and check to see if you won on Saturday, June 4th. The last 2 times I've ran giveaways, the winner did not respond. And I hate when that happens. I get like this sinking feeling because I'm just afraid they're going to figure out when I've already picked a new winner. So I just feel like that would be devastating. So I have to draw a line in the sand and say, you get 24 hours. If you don't respond, then I have to move on to someone else. So just make sure you put a reminder on your phone for Saturday, June 4th, because that's when I will be announcing the winner. So I even think last time I gave people 48 hours to respond because I just felt so bad, but they never responded, so I picked a new winner. So the giveaway will run through Friday, June 3rd, and it will end June 3rd at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. I will pick a winner on Saturday morning, June 4th. I will announce that winner on the YouTube community tab on my Instagram, and then I will also respond to the winning comment, tell them they won, and then also pin their comment. So pinning the comment is the number 1 comment at the top of the comment section. So it'll be at the top. So make sure you have the notifications turned on YouTube. I know YouTube can be glitchy and not everyone gets notified. So that's where I'm saying, like, put a reminder in your phone, come check the YouTube community tab, come check Instagram to see if you want, because that's where I will announce it. So, okay. So here are the rules. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification so you get notified when I post a new video. So the bell notification, it looks like a little bell. It should either be by the subscription button, something like that. And then answer this question. So I want to know, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why? And please don't overthink this question. It's not that deep. Like, I understand, like, if you have kids, you can't, it's not as easy just to pick up and move to China. Like, I get that. But just in general, like, it could be someone, it could be a specific city, it could be a state. You could say, I want to live by the beach or the mountains. It could be something general. Just let me know, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you be? So be subscribed to my channel, turn on the notifications, answer this question, and make sure you tune in on Saturday, June 4th to see if you won $100 in PayPal cash. Again, the winner will have 24 hours to respond. Good luck, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. And and I'm also going to be doing multiple giveaways in June, so stay tuned. And I do want to apologize, but I will not be responding to your comments. I will be reading them all and liking and hearting them, but I just get so many comments on my giveaway videos, I'm not going to be able to keep up. So please forgive me, but thank you for entering. So once I let the rags soak, and I think it was for multiple hours. So the twins, this was a day, I mean, the kids were all still in school this week. This was our last week of school. So the twins were in school in the morning, they nap in the afternoon. So in these 2 days a week, I literally have like pretty much the whole day to do whatever I want, on and off. I mean, you know what I mean? So I think I did this in the first thing in the morning, and then it was probably in the afternoon when I started when I pulled them from the water, and then I just washed them like normal with regular detergent, cold water, and then I air dry them or put them on like the lowest heat possible just for a few minutes to get any like moisture out of them.
And what's been, guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times.
All right, so I was just finishing up the laundry room, steam mopping. Oh, I love a good steam mop. I kind of want that new Shark steam mop, but until this one goes out, I just feel like I can't justify it unless you guys like say it's amazing, you know, the one with the rotating heads. So let me know if you have that, if you like it. But when I was done in here, I was just popping into the twins' room. I've been having them clean up because they throw all their stuffed animals out of their cribs every morning. So when we get them dressed, we'll tell them they have to put all their stuff back. So they've been cleaning up lately, which has been nice. But I think I said this in another video because, you know, I get asked, when am I going to transition the girls out of their cribs? So the other issue with us transitioning them out of their cribs, I mean, they haven't climbed out. So that's, to me, amazing. I know they'll get in trouble together when they're in their toddler bed. So it's like the older we can wait, the better. But here's the other thing. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the twins will get Avery's bunk beds, and then Avery gets one of the cribs. She'll use it as a headboard, and then we got pieces to transition it into a double bed. So the problem is, like, let's say they would climb out now. I mean, we'd have to deal with it. But if we switched them now, so they would get the bunk beds, but we can't take the bunk beds out of Avery's room because they're already put together, right? So we would have to put them in Avery's room, but then remove all of her stuff out of there. and basically switch rooms. Now, can it be done? Sure. But the fact that we're moving this year, it's like we're just crossing our fingers, hoping we can squeak by. The girls sleep better in their cribs, and then we just don't want to switch the rooms unless we absolutely have to. So we are crossing our fingers that they don't climb out before we move. So I don't know how many days I've been cleaning for this week, but we're in the home stretch. I know I'm almost done. Last night I had Avery clean up her room, so it's not too bad. She did a really, really good job. So her room is clean, so I'm just going to vacuum, and I want to tackle the office and the girls' bathroom. I also kind of had her clean that up for me last night as well, so it should just be going in and like wiping things down and stuff like that. So I cannot wait to be done. We have a long weekend ahead, a long fun weekend ahead of us. I am just ready to be done and have a clean house. It'll just feel good. So all clean. I'm just gonna tell you, and I've said this before, but Avery's room is probably the room in the house that gives me the most anxiety, just because it's typically always cluttered, and she cleans it every single week. That's part of what she does. But we made sure, when I told her to clean it last night, I was like, I want you to like really clean it, clean and organize. So she did a really, really good job and put a lot of stuff away. When she gets home from school, one of her chores is to make her bed, so I'm gonna have her make her bed later. But I always feel very satisfied when this room is picked up and clutter-free. So a lot of you guys know this is our catch-all room, our offices. Mike doesn't even work in here anymore. He's in the basement. Like, he has been in the basement, I think, for almost 6 months now. He enjoys the basement. He worked in here a lot in, early 2020 when he first came home to work, but he's never in here anymore. So anyways, this is like our catch-all room. I use it as my office. He keeps a few things in here that he doesn't necessarily use on a daily basis. And then it's like we have some, one of Avery's friends has a birthday here in the next week. So I have her birthday present sitting in here. I have some of my cleaning supplies. This is like another overflow room for cleaning supplies. When I took our hats and gloves from the downstairs closet, I brought them up here and I put them in this office closet. So this is like our catch-all room that we keep all of that like extra stuff. So, I've been really cracking down with summer coming. I mean, Avery helps, but, for me as a mom, and I don't know if any of you other moms can like you understand what I'm saying. It's finding that balance of, like, you look at Avery, she's 7, she does have responsibilities, there's things she has to do every week. But at the same time, she goes to school all day long. She has activities. She has to practice reading and homework. And so it's like finding that balance of making her pick up after herself and contribute to the household, but also realizing she's 7, you know. But with the summer, obviously school goes away and her schedule frees up a lot. So I've been kind of brainstorming age-appropriate chores that I want her to do. And one of the things I've been having her do lately, because, you know, school is just kind of slowing down a little bit, is the night before, you know, I had her, like I said, just kind of clear out the bathtub. So I had her put all of the bath toys away. I had her clear off the countertop. So when I came in here, I could literally just come in to actually like do the cleaning. And she actually, the week before, I even pulled out some Clorox wipes and had her wipe down the countertop. But it just like, it frees up my time so I can come in here and clean the bathtub and then vacuum and mop.
Somehow I must be somewhere the sky is blue. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue. Can't do nothing else than doing nothing. Inside my room, the heat's like a warm embrace.
So then the last thing that I was doing on my list was vacuuming and mopping with my Tinco iFloor 2 vacuum mop combo. And then I had my Roborock robot vacuum vacuuming in the living room for me. And I got a question on Instagram about this recently. People were asking me, they said they had a weird smell coming from their iFloor 2. So I do this when I'm done using this. I take it and put it on the chart, or on like the base that it came with, and I do the self-cleaning mode. So there is a self-cleaning mode. You can look it up. It's really easy. If you don't have your instructions, you can look it up online. But I do the self-cleaning mode, and then when I'm done with that, I take all of the parts on the bottom apart, and then I hand wash them, and then I let them air dry overnight. So that's how I keep mine, so it doesn't smell musty or weird.
Else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue.
You guys know I cannot dance. I have zero rhythm, but a completed to-do list calls for a little kitchen dancing. Woo! Okay, all right, so there should be a home update. I should be bringing you to the new house, so we'll see, but that should be next. All right, so I'm gonna be giving you a little tour, trying to explain what everything is. So I said earlier on in this video, I had filmed the voiceovers before we actually came down here, so I didn't really know what was gonna be done. A lot has changed, but not visually, if they make sense. Up until this point, they've done a lot of the boring stuff, but this is the basement. So we were trying to map out where we want the TV, like the sitting area. Mike and I want a home workout area. You guys know how important that is to us. So trying to figure all of that out, but ultimately the basement was poured. That was something that was really new. So here you're just coming up the stairs. There's 2 little sets of stairs, and then you walk up, and then over to the right you have the big double story, and I don't know if that's technically what it's called, but the double story living room with all of this natural light, big beautiful windows. And there is our backyard with tons of privacy. That is a retention pond. We will have a fence that we'll put around our property just for safety purposes and things like that in case we ever get a dog. But here is our big great room, living room, and then the banister up there. When you're upstairs in the upstairs hallway, it will overlook the big great room. So this is like the front entryway hallway. When you first walk in, like if you were walking in from the front door, this will be the office, home office. So we'll probably put a desk in there, some cabinets and things like that. So this will be the home office right by the upstairs. And then this right here, there'll be a double front door. So that should get put in the next few days. And I'll turn around so you guys will see like the full 360 picture. But so you walk in from the double front door, and on your to your right, you'll have the office, and then over there to the left where I just showed is the dining room area. And again, this is the front entryway. And then this will be a hall closet. So we'll have a space to put coats and things like that. So I'm currently standing in the dining room area. And then this that you're looking at, that'll be a cabinet and like wine bar area. And then what I'm showing you right now, this is the pantry. So it doesn't look that big. I mean, it's not like a ginormous pantry, but it's definitely a really, really good size. We added in an outlet in there just in case. I know a lot of people are doing that, an outlet in the pantry. This is the kitchen. It's hard to visualize the kitchen without cabinets and island and all of that. But this is moving into the kitchenette area, breakfast nook. So right there at this wall, there will be like a cabinet and little countertop, probably be like our charging station for iPads and things like that. The kitchenette area looks out to our covered back patio, which we're pumped about, excited. So there's kind of the view, the living room and the kitchen. Then coming upstairs, another double landing. So you come up, you have like a long hallway right here. Now here first to the right, there's going to be a little linen closet, like a hall closet right there. And then the first room to the right is the primary bedroom. So our bed will be on that wall right there. And then I just love the look. Like, look at that view from our bedroom. I think the pond, this is why we jumped on this lot, because we wanted the privacy, and the views are just amazing. There will be houses eventually behind that retention pond. But that'll be their backyard and then a house. So still we'll have our privacy that we want. So, okay. So this right here will be one of the closets, Mike's closet, because it'll be the smaller closet. So he'll have his own closet right there. And then over to the right, and this is like right across from where the bed will be, if that makes sense. This is the bathroom. So that's where the vanity and mirrors will be. And then over here, that'll be, I think, where the toilet will be. I think that'll be where there will be a bathtub. It'll be like a freestanding bathtub. And then this right here will be my closet, which, you guys, I can't comprehend. This is a huge closet, and there's even a window in it. I'm going to have a window in my closet. That's so insane to me. Yes, so bathroom or closet, bathroom, our bedroom, and then you walk out. This is the hallway. There will be a bedroom right across from our bedroom. I think this bedroom will be the playroom for right now. If you can see right there, there's not a walk-in closet. That's just like a normal closet. So right now, that's just going to be an extra room, but it connects to this bathroom. And then so that's the bathroom. And then that same bathroom that I just showed you also connects to, am I going to go left? Yeah, so right there, that doorway right there on the left with the black, that will connect to this room as well. So it's like a Jack and Jill bathroom with this room. This is over the garage. This will be Addison and Emery's room starting out until they get older and want to switch. And then I'm like, great, we're going to have to figure out who gets the walk-in closet and who gets the room with just like the basic closet, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. But this is the walk-in closet for that bedroom. So the twins will share this closet that big bedroom, and then the one bathroom. And that same bathroom, like I said, will connect to the playroom. And then this will be Avery's room. And this room has its own bathroom, which is insane to me. So many bathrooms. So she'll have her own bathroom. Lucky duck, that's all I can say. And then she'll have a walk-in closet as well. So she'll have her own bathroom, which I think kind of works for our family. Because the twins, they share a lot. They'll be super close. And then Avery will have her own space. And honestly, I'll probably have all three girls share one bathroom until the twins separate, just so I don't have an extra bathroom to clean. I mean, they don't all need their own bathrooms right now. Okay, we are back downstairs. So this is coming from the kitchen and the kitchenette area, if that makes sense, if you remember. So you come back here. That is the bathroom to the left. This is a mail drop area, so there'll be cabinets and a countertop. That takes you out to the garage. This is the laundry room. So nice big laundry room. We'll have a countertop and the washer and dryer. That door goes outside to the driveway right there on the left. Right there, straight ahead will be the lockers, and then there'll be a closet as well. So just trying to give you the 360 view of it all, and then 3-car garage, and then that's that access door to the driveway. All right, we are back. We're downstairs. Mike's getting ready for a meeting here in a little bit. This has been his little work man cave lately.
Something like that.
Okay, so we just wanted to give you guys the rundown and how it went. So it went pretty well. I mean, obviously, if you saw the last update I gave you a couple months ago, things really didn't change. And didn't you say it's they've been doing all the boring stuff, right?
Running all the HVAC and electrical and, well, not electrical, but plumbing and stuff like that. So.
Stuff that you don't really notice. They've done a lot, but it's not stuff that if you don't know anything about home building, you're not going to notice. So you
can't see it from the outside either. So
yeah.
It's all the innards and the boring stuff.
So we had the electrical walkthrough today. So we got to choose, just make sure that where they plan on putting outlets, we added some extra outlets in certain areas where we want a fan, under cabinet lighting, things like that. Was that it?
Stuff in the basement. They showed us where the furnace and hot water tank and TV hookups and that stuff.
Yeah, so all of that. So, I mean, it was good. We're one step closer. So they said, in a couple of weeks, they're going to do the insulation, right? Yep. Insulation, and then they'll do the drywall. But we go when they do the insulation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll see all the wiring hookups and everything, so make sure everything's good.
So that'll be a little bit better. As far as timeline, I know a lot of you guys know it's not a good time to be building a house. As far as, we got lucky because when we signed the contract last fall, they locked us in with a price. As far as, I mean, you guys know, supply chain, and people they're having trouble finding workers. We talked to the foreman. That was who he was, the foreman today, and he basically was we asked for a time frame, and he's that's the $1 million question that they don't want to he gave us an estimate, but they don't want to say, because people get mad if they say you're going to be in by October and you're not in. People are going to get upset, which you understand both sides of that. I mean, I think for us, we're excited to get in, but I'm a very impatient person, but I feel pretty we have a whole lifetime for this house.
Well, it's stuff that's out of our control too, so
right,
makes it hard to. Can't get upset at them because they're
right.
not doing anything wrong either.
Yeah, no one. So he said they're having trouble finding workers, and they're really particular on the type of workers. They want good workers. They just don't want to take anyone who's willing to work. And so with the doors, specifically. So we picked everything out last September. Finishes, countertops, paint colors. They ordered everything 6 months ago. And how long did it take, he said, to get the doors in?
Well, they just got the front door yesterday.
Oh, and they ordered that 6 months ago.
Garage doors took about 5 months.
So there you go. That gives you an idea. So they're estimating a very rough estimate is end of the year. which is about what we were thinking
We're
anyways.
thinking Thanksgiving.
Now, there could be setbacks. Mike has a coworker who built with the same builder, and something went wrong with the cabinets, like wrong cabinets came in or whatever, and that set them back a little bit. So, of course, the good part is with the time of the year, we're getting into the summertime, which is a better time of the year to be building than if we were like building in January. So weather is on our side, I'd say. So we shouldn't have any setbacks with that. So it's just when the supplies come in, are they going to be the right supplies? So there's a lot of different factors. Ultimately, we have been told by multiple people that if they had to guess, it would be end of year, like November-ish. And so we feel pretty good, like as long as nothing major happens, that's probably when it's going to be. I'm crossing my fingers for like mid-November at least, because we want to get in before the busy holiday season.
Before it starts snowing.
Yes, snow.
Ideal.
Yes. And then, you just get busy with the holidays and kids, and we just want to be settled a little bit. We will not be settled for a while once we get in, but settled somewhat so we can enjoy our first Christmas in the new house with the kids. Because like with kids, you can't just you can't just not put in up a tree. You have to put up a tree and all that. So if you don't, I'm not going to be upset. I'm going with the flow on this. And I am usually not someone who goes with the flow, but I am
when it gets closer.
But I'm going with the flow. I'm feeling good. Crossing my fingers. But thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I will update you when I can, as much as I can. Like I said, we're going back in a couple of weeks for some more. I'll bring my camera along. If there's any other updates, I will do the best I can. Now, I will say, moving forward, this is probably going to get fun at this point because they've done all the boring part. Once they get in the insulation, then the drywall, and then the cabinets and countertops, that's when it's going to start getting fun. So it should start getting fun here soon.
Be nice to have a front door too once they get that in.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you guys. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being as happy for us as we are happy for all of this to happen. And I'm just so grateful to have this community and your support. And you guys are amazing. That's all I got to say. So I think that's it. Stay tuned. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.